Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. The Colts last year did not have a lot of positives to take out of the year as they did not meet expectations, but one of the big positives out of one of their young players was definitely Alec Pierce, their second round pick from the 2022 NFL Draft. So in today's video, I'm going to be analyzing Alec Pierce, listing his strengths and weaknesses, and giving my projection for his stat line in 2023. So Alec Pierce, coming out of Cincinnati in his last year, put up 884 yards. That really put him on the map with those 8 touchdowns as well, and he really showed up to the NFL Combine and balled out. Not only is he a 6'3" guy with a 213-pound frame, which is a really nice frame for an outside receiver, he also put up a 4.41 second 40-yard dash time, blazing fast, especially for a guy with his size. And for me, coming out of Cincinnati, he really reminded me of a more physically talented version of a prime Michael Gallup. But even Michael Gallup does not have the physical talent of Alec Pierce, as Michael Gallup is 6'1", doesn't weigh as much as Alec Pierce, and he ran a 4.51 second 40-yard dash time. And the fact that he put up 41 catches, 593 yards, and 2 touchdowns in his rookie year, given the situation, given the coach being fired midway through the season, and them really not having a real identity on offense. Not only that, but the quarterback carousel he went through last season with Matt Ryan, Nick Foles, and Sam Ehlinger, one of the worst starting quarterbacks of the NFL last season. Very impressive to be putting up the stat line in the film he showed last year. So let's dive into some tendencies for Alec Pierce, list some strengths and weaknesses now. He's, of course, that prototypical big-bodied X-receiver in the sense that his big body really helps him box out and frame out opponents, not only on jump ball 50-50 situations down the field, on intermediate routes, and even on some short routes, but more importantly, he really uses that big frame to box out opponents on the cuts and in cuts of routes in order to create separation. Whenever you have a bigger bodied receiver out there, obviously agility and foot speed is going to be something that they are sacrificing. So it's so important for them to find other ways to get open, and Alec Pierce does that very well. Despite not being the most agile guy out there, he does have quick foot speed when it comes to comeback routes. He's very good on the deep ball, on a back shoulder route, at stopping on a dime and getting the ball in the right situation. He's a guy with very strong, sure hands, so when you throw into double coverage or a situation where the window is very tight, you can almost guarantee that if there is no penalty, there's no pass interference, that Alec Pierce more likely than not will come down with that football. He, of course, also has a very large catch radius, which is one of the reasons why Matt Ryan really did fall in love with Alec Pierce early on in the season. Rarely do you see Alec Pierce make concentration drops. Concentration really is never an issue for Alec Pierce, nor is his motor. His motor is running high almost every single play. Something that's really nice out of Alec Pierce as well is hand fighting. He just does the little things well when trying to win on his routes and when trying to win on those 50-50 jump balls. Again, by the time the ball reaches the point in which either the cornerback or the receiver can get it, Alec Pierce has won the hand battle, thus he will more likely be able to catch that football. He also has a very nice vertical, which makes him a really nice threat in the red zone. I really expect this Colts offense to utilize him in the red zone more often this season. Now, he doesn't offer much after the catch. That's not really something we saw him do last year as a rookie. But hypothetically, if he gets past a guy, he certainly can outrun him with that insane speed that he does possess at his size. He's just not going to make too many guys miss in the open field. He has a solid release off the line of scrimmage, and at times we definitely saw him beat press man coverage and press zone coverage, but it's nothing elite. I would say it's about league average in terms of his release off the line. We have seen really nice examples of a nice move off the line to shake his opponent and get a nice touchdown. And something that really intrigues me, something he showed on his Cincinnati tape, and something he really could not display his rookie year with the Colts, is that adjustment to the play, an adjustment on his routes given the certain coverage look, but more specifically when his quarterback rolls out of the pocket and he's running and he needs his receivers to adjust to the ball. That's something that he couldn't display, as he had Nick Foles, Matt Ryan, and Sam Ehlinger, 3 of the slowest, least talented quarterbacks in the NFL in terms of play extension beyond the pocket and beyond the line of scrimmage. That's something that Alec Pierce does do well. And now that you pair him with Anthony Richardson, he's going to be able to do that much more often. And I think as Anthony Richardson increases to roll outside of the pocket and create behind the line of scrimmage, Alec Pierce is going to be one of his favorite targets considering how good he is at adjusting to the play. Now, something I really love and something to look out for is new head coach Shane Steichen. He's going to have a significant role in designing the offense. Shane Steichen, of course, was there for Justin Herbert's rookie year with the Chargers, and he was, of course, in the development room for Jalen Hurts for the Philadelphia Eagles. And something I really love out of Shane Steichen's system is he makes it so easy for the quarterback on a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 situation with that spread pro offense, and he loves those simple reads with the 3-layered passing concepts. And that's something where I start to project and use my imagination with Alec Pierce in that specific role. And in my opinion, he could be utilized in every single layer of those passing concepts. Now, with Shane Steichen, there's always a deep route concept that is an option for the quarterback to hit. Usually it is a go route. There's always at least one intermediate concept, such as a comeback, hitches, digs, out routes, and then he does always have a short concept in there, such as a shallow cross. So I really envision Alec Pierce within this offensive system to be the primary deep route guy in terms of the go routes. And Anthony Richardson has an absolute cannon for an arm, and if he sees Alec Pierce in a one-on-one situation, I think he tests that consistently throughout the year, which is a really nice positive for Alec Pierce. And he's definitely no slouch when it comes to those intermediate routes and those short routes as well, as he's very fast, and we've seen at times him really excel at those shallow crossers. So my projected stat line for Alec Pierce, I think he's going to keep up that 14.5 yards per catch average that he did have in his rookie year. I think he'll have 50 catches, 730 yards, 5 touchdowns, and again on that 14.5 yards per catch. I just think there will be some inconsistencies in the pure passing game with a rookie Anthony Richardson, but year 3 is really the year I'm looking forward to with Alec Pierce, but I really do think he will still have a solid year 2. I just drafted Alec Pierce in Dynasty, so it is safe to say Mike from Mike Talk Sports is all in on Alec Pierce. Thanks for listening, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Alec Pierce?